Alright, let's go. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the United States Grand Prix. I'm joined with myself, and today we'll be looking at who can take the cup in the United States Grand Prix. This track contains 23 corners, including banked sections and 2 DRS sections. Elevation is minimal. There's not much to go on in this track. Texas is the second largest state in America and almost considers itself as another country, which is absolute bollocks. Five lights and away we go. The Lotus on pole position and the Alfa Romeo. Both Alfa Romeos now leading the pack, with the Lotus following close behind. Slowly dropping back the order now. There's a Haas coming through, but the Alfa Romeo is pulling a gap. The Haas is now there. Ferrari goes off the track a bit, down into the next turn. The Ferrari manages to jump on the Haas, but the Haas holds his line and gets past. Mercedes now coming up behind the whole of the front runners, down into the first few S sections, or chicane, shall I say. The Alfa Romeo gapping everybody now, and there's a three-way fight for P2 coming down this straight. The Mercedes is now managing to come side by side. The Alfa Romeo, can he get moved done? No. He's slowly gapping, and off the track goes Alfa Romeo and into the wall, almost on the gravel now. Re-enjoying the track behind the AlphaTauri, and Ferrari spins, loses it. Nope, manages to get it back. Now leading the pack is the Mercedes that might have just messed this race up and possibly cost him a win. And that's the Haas now flipped upside down. That is a big, big crash. Oh my golly gosh, that is absolutely shocking. Dennis is now safely out the car and is okay. I lied. You know, we'll go. Now, the Mercedes leading the race with the Ferrari close behind. Is increasing that gap quite a lot. There's, at the back of the pack, if you can see, 2 AlphaTauris. The massive clump behind. Yeah, there's one in the wall, and there's like one on like the thing in the track. And then 2 Ferraris side by side now with the AlphaTauri next to it. The Alfa Romeo fighting with the AlphaTauri P4, I believe. And now the 2 Ferraris coming down the straight. The AlphaTauri now managed to jump both the Alfa Romeo and Ferrari, and that main Ferrari leading the whole pack down that straight. Alfa Romeo slowly falling back behind everyone. Comes back up to the Ferrari, slowly inching himself back into the race. AlphaTauri now slowly losing the Ferrari in the lead. 2 Haas now. Will Dennis manage to jump Luke? Yes, he's fighting him now into the long bank section. Can he get a better run out of the corner? It looks like he might have just almost, if he can nail the next few sections. The Alfa Romeo now leading the Lotus and Williams side by side down into that corner. The Lotus and Williams now fighting for position ahead on the track up into the chicane area. Williams just inching ahead of the Lotus slowly. Off the track he goes a bit, so does the Lotus. The Williams has secured the position, I'm pretty sure. Unless he makes another mistake. the Alfa Romeo now, and the Williams went off track a tiny bit, but the Alfa Romeo managed to keep the lead still. Down into the chicane area, the Williams trying to make a move but can't make a move. Too far back. Down onto the straight now. Will Williams have more speed? He does have the slipstream and the toe. I don't fucking know. Haas now fighting with that Williams. Down the inside. The Williams goes. The Haas has forced outside. Can't do anything. The Williams goes off track a tiny bit. Made a mistake. Can Luke May capitalize it? Oh no, he hits a wall. Luke hit a wall. Not a good day for Haas. Both going off track. And he's hit another wall on the bank section. Down into the chicane. Pits. The Mercedes is now in the pits. What time is he going to go on? I believe it's the hards. He's gone on the hards. And the Ferrari you can see coming in as well. Will he make it ahead of the Haas? We shall see. Now coming out of the pits. The Haas is just there. I think he just managed to get ahead of him. That Haas is on old medium, so we'll have to see how it compares against new hards. Now down into the turn. Can't make a move. Side by side now. Almost. And he kind of cuts the chicane a tiny bit. Matt tries to make a move, doesn't do it. And he actually does do it through that corner. Gets a better run out the whole straight. And manages to gap the Haas. Side by side. But no, the Mercedes has definitely cleared that Haas. So the new hards are definitely better than old mediums, for sure. That's our race. Ooh, snap of oversteer. Luckily managed to catch it. Down into the... Okay. Onto the final straight. No, and that Haas is going into the pits now. What tyres? Another set of mediums. Okay. Dennis getting new mediums. Where will he come out? Ooh, just in front of the AlphaTauri. The AlphaTauri has more speed. Should be able to catch up. He's now having to defend from AlphaTauri from behind. Although he is on new tyres. And now that gap is slowly opening. Thanks to the advantage he has. Down onto the straight now. The AlphaTauri trying to catch up with his toe. Pulls out. Almost going side by side. Now they're going side by side. Going through the corners. Dennis defending from the AlphaTauri. AlphaTauri inching ahead. Getting closer and closer. And both of them go off track a tiny bit. The AlphaTauri now diving down the inside. Following side by side, swapping positions. The AlphaTauri is now ahead. No, the Haas is now. They are fighting in training positions, left, right, and centre. Now down onto the bank section. The straight line speed of the Haas versus the straight line speed of the AlphaTauri. It's like they're fairly equal. Dennis just gets ahead though. And then onto the final straight, he should have DRS the AlphaTauri on the Haas. Will it do anything though? It does. Almost going side by side now actually. But Dennis has the inside. And no, now the AlphaTauri took it. He goes off track a tiny bit. The Haas now has the inside, and no, the AlphaTauri is now ahead. Into the chicane area, just before the straight. Haas has dropped behind the AlphaTauri on those new mediums. Can he make a move back? Maybe. Dropping behind the AlphaTauri a tiny bit. And what the heck just happened? The AlphaTauri has dropped all the way back down. Okay. Commentator's curse right there. Ferrari coming off the track now. Mercedes is just behind. Probably going to be an easy move for the Mercedes considering the results that they've been having this race, their pace, everything overall. Mercedes inching closer now, millimetre by millimetre, and he's now ahead. The Ferrari, though, is not going to give that up that easily. Side by side through these S's. Ooh. And is that Mercedes set? No, he's not. The Ferrari is still there. Goes off track a bit, though, the Ferrari, and that should have hopefully given the Mercedes the position. And he goes off track again. Into the DRS section, though. Can DRS do anything to help him? He's opened that railway, but I do not think it's enough. It's not looking like it. Yep, the Mercedes is just clear. But he'll get another shot at DRS. No, ooh, and he crashed into the pits. Okay. Devastating for the Ferrari, but pitting, I guess. What tyres will it be? They are softs. I don't know why the hell he's shaking his ass, mate. The AlphaTauri now, side by side with the Alfa Romeo. Your head on those softs. Can the Alfa Romeo do anything? No, the AlphaTauri still stays ahead onto the chicane area. Alfa Romeo, though, is getting his toe, which should hopefully bring him ahead of the AlphaTauri, or at least give him a chance to make the overtake. Side by side now for the S's. The AlphaTauri goes off track a tiny bit, might mess him up. Doesn't look like it has. Still having to defend from the Alfa Romeo, though. Through the S's, the Alfa Romeo gets oversteer. Who have DRS. The AlphaTauri goes off track quite a bit. DRS should be hopefully given to the Alfa Romeo, but what can the AlphaTauri do to defend from it? I have no idea. Onto the bank section now. Is the Alfa Romeo too far behind? I think so. But there is a long straight and two sections of DRS simultaneously after each other. And his rear wing opens for the second time running. Almost pulling out side by side now. And ahead of the AlphaTauri. Holding the inside line. The AlphaTauri has nothing compared to his DRS. Goes off the track tiny bit. Seasons on the final straight. And it's Barley winning the whole race for the USA. And there's a random Ferrari on the track. We don't talk about that, though, because Barley has just won his first race of the season. And then on board now with the Haas. Also coming through the final corners. Both Haas winning close together. But P2 for Dennis, I believe. Amazing race from Dennis. and now on board with Ferrari. Coming down the final straight, the Alfa Romeo behind, and the Alfa Romeo crossed the line on those mediums, which have lasted him God knows how long. But now the McLaren and AlphaTauri are now side by side. Who will win first? Is definitely the McLaren. Romeo crossing the line now. Now we look at the results for the race. Barley P1, Dennis P2, V6 P3. Double podium for Mercedes. Look at the standings. There's a 1 point gap between Barley and V6, both in Mercedes. Poke P3 and the Ferrari, 30 points, 13 points behind. Luke at the bottom of the standings with 4 points. EDM next with 6. And Constructors, Mercedes winning by quite a lot, already in the triple figures. And Ferrari second, Lotus first, third. Thank you for watching. I'm your host. It's Big P. Go suck him up.